Hey car fanatics, today I'm going to walk you through how to change the oil on a Porsche 997.2. Let's take a look at what you'll need. You'll need 10 quarts of synthetic oil. I'm using the OEM spec Mobil 1 0W40. You'll need a genuine oil filter. I'm using a male oil filter. It should also come with a gasket which will go on your oil filter cap. To remove your oil filter cap, you'll need a 36mm socket. This is a pretty big socket, but you can pick it up for about $10. And of course you'll need your torque wrench, just to make sure you torque everything back to spec. Now let's talk about the oil drain bolt. You're going to need a 8mm Allen bit in order to take off your oil drain plug. So Porsche recommends you actually replace the oil drain plug because it is made out of aluminum. You also need a gasket. The oil drain plug and the gasket is pretty cheap. It's only about $5, so I do recommend changing that each time. Lastly, you'll need 2 oil drain pans that are low profile so you can get it under the car without jacking it up. You also need a funnel so you can fill up the oil. Alright, let's get started. The first step is to get under the car and remove the oil drain plug so you can drain your oil. It looks like this. You'll just have to fill around and you should be able to remove it without lifting the car. Then place your second oil drain pan nearby so you can switch it out when the first one fills up. You can loosen the oil fill cap to help the oil drain faster. You want to give it about 30 minutes. While you're waiting, you can get the oil filter ready. Go ahead and take your 36mm socket and loosen your oil filter cap. Before you remove your oil filter cap, take a paper towel and place it over your air box so you don't get that dirty. Next, carefully grab the paper oil filter and pull it out. Next, we have to remove the rubber O-ring gasket on the oil cap. Use a plastic object to remove your O-ring so you don't damage your oil filter cap. Then take your new O-ring and place it over the oil filter cap. Now we're ready to put the new filter in. Once you place it, firmly press it in place. Before you put your oil filter cap back on, make sure you take some fresh oil and lubricate your O-ring. Then set your torque wrench to 19 foot-pounds of torque and torque down your oil filter cap. If you happen to leave a mess, don't worry, you can just use all-purpose degreaser to clean up the mess. After you let the oil drain out, go ahead and remove your oil drain pans carefully so you don't spill any. Then you want to install your new oil drain plug and gasket and tighten it down to 37 foot-pounds of torque. Okay, now the dirty part is over. Go ahead and add 7 quarts of oil. The car can take anywhere between 7 and 8 quarts, so I do recommend starting off with 7, and then you can measure the oil and figure out if you need to add more. The Porsche 911 doesn't have a dipstick, so you can't check it the conventional way, but it does have an oil level indicator inside the vehicle. Before you can check your oil level, you'll have to let the engine warm up. Go ahead and take your car out for a drive until you reach the right operating temperature. The 2 arrows indicate the minimum and maximum oil levels. The difference between the two is approximately 1.3 quarts. So based on the reading, add the appropriate amount of oil. Well, car fanatics, there you have it. This is how you change the oil on a Porsche 997. You can see that it's pretty easy and very doable yourself, and you can save a lot of money. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Leave any questions or comments below.